Hello there, welcome to this special interview featuring Ahmed Lashini from OGM. Listen, if you are into the aesthetic business, you have a clinic, you are a leader in that business, you are either the owner or the manager or an influential, you affect or influence the decision that goes inside there, this is a very important video for you to attend. Why? Because it's going to help you understand the one thing that if you do, you will grow your business and you will be different in your marketplace and you will keep your customers happier all over the time. Thank you, Ahmed, for being with me in this interview.
Thanks for it.
You're welcome. All right, so we've been chatting and discussing this for a while together with you guys here. And you told me there is one thing that if the aesthetic businesses, aesthetic medical centers do, they will definitely grow their business.
Yes.
What is that one thing?
We believe that facial treatments and body treatments is one of the most solutions in the market for the clinics or for the business clinics. If they want to rely on this subject, they are going to grow their business. Why? Because of a lot of elements. First of all, it doesn't cost, the operation cost is not so high, so you don't rely on a physician to make this treatment.
To deliver the treatment. So let me get this right first. You're saying that facial and body treatments,
yes,
if positioned as the premier product in the aesthetic medical center,
yes,
they will grow the business.
Exactly.
And the first reason why this is a fact, first, because the operation cost for this is lower than the surgical or other kind of type of treatments,
yes,
or other type of products.
Yep.
The second reason is
if we have
more expensive.
If we have a look to the numbers, and for example, if we are talking about the body treatments, which is including a lot of things, most of the cellulite or other things, we have a percentage of 57% of the population. They have a problem. So the problem exists, and they need the solution. The problem here is most of the customers or the patients, they lose the trust of having this treatment because of the technologies in the market doesn't really help to come over these problems. And here in OGM, we have belief in our products because the problems, when we see it in our eyes, it's like an iceberg. So the iceberg, we can see only the
tip of the iceberg.
We don't see what's exactly inside. Yes, in the histological point of view.
Okay.
And of course, we are relying on OGM for the education. So we educate them.
You mean your partners, right?
Yes, our partners or our clinics.
Yeah.
We educate them how to come over these problems with a combination of technology.
All right.
The combination of technology, because we don't only treat the superficial, we treat also other things. Which
the root causes.
The root causes.
So your technology, in other words, doesn't just only treat the, let's say, what we can see in the eye.
Exactly.
Like it's like the tip of the iceberg. But you go to the root cause and solve the root cause,
exactly.
Right? All right, that's brilliant. Now, let's keep this business oriented, right? Okay. If now an aesthetic medical center is watching this, right, and they're looking to our claim, right? We're saying to them, all right, guys, if you want to grow your business, focus on the facial and the body treatment.
Yes.
Right. I believe we have discussed some kind of numbers on that to prove these claims, right? Like statistics. All right. Can you share some of these statistics with us?
If we are talking about the facial, we are talking about the American Society of Dermatology. Around 70% of the microdermabrasions is age-freezing. So the facial is one of the most important, especially if we are talking about zero downtime. So do the treatments and go to work. We are talking about more than 70%.
So there is a huge demand, for example, on the facial part, okay, because the numbers are showing that people are more interested in that. And because it's convenient as well for the patients, we're talking here, it's convenient for me, for example, it's convenient for me to have kind of, is it chemical treatment or natural?
For the facial, actually, we are talking in this concept. We have in the machine, we have a tripolar technology for the radio frequency, which is making the collagen stimulation. And then we have oxygenation, which is we are inducing a CO2 to increase the blood flow on the dark circles or the poor area of the circulation.
Okay.
And we have ultrasounds, which we are injecting some solutions with, we call it non-invasive or needless immunotherapy.
Okay.
We are infusing some of the material inside to the skin.
Okay.
So we are working from the collagen stimulation to the infusion of the material to the blood flow for infusing the CO2.
Okay.
So this is different level of skin, which
You know what? Let me try to translate what you're saying in a way that non-physician, let's say an outsider would understand. And correct me if I'm right with this. Okay. So, for example, for the facial, the example that you have brought up, to make my facial lighter, is that what you?
It treats the problem of the dark circles.
Okay, dark circles. So what you do is that we need oxygen under the skin, right?
We need to deliver oxygen under the skin.
Okay. Now the let's say the old way is that they inject oxygen with a needle, right? So the needle.
Actually,
That's the old way.
The right way is they call it carboxy, which they inject CO2, carbon dioxide, under the skin. So they stimulate the oxygen to come and make this make the what we call the metabolism. So what we are doing, we are creating the CO2 without the needle,
Okay.
and we are infusing into the skin, having same effect,
Brilliant.
carboxy,
So
but without needles.
This is the convenience way of delivering the oxygen under the skin, right?
Exactly.
Without the needle.
Exactly.
That's why it's convenient for customers, and that's why it's lower risk. I mean, zero risk, in fact, to get the results without having to deal with the needles and hide your faces for a couple of days, especially if people are at work. And this is just one example why facial and body treatment is the solution for you to go to feature in your business if you really want to grow your business and make it the premier product, right?
Yes.
So speaking of the technology, let's look into the technology here that you guys help the medical centers with
Yeah.
in order to accomplish this job. What's the facial and the body? Let's look into the facial first, as we brought it here.
Yeah.
What's the facial technology that you use?
We have the technology of Oxygenea, which is a technology combining the
This thing.
these are the chemical ingredients, which is for oily skin, which is called charcoal and illuminate and oxybode revive.
Okay, let's talk about the machine first. Then.
Yes,
And
the machine, it has a technology for radio frequency, tripolar radio frequency. It's the latest technology, which is interchanging the polarity.
no surgical, no nothing, right?
Actually, not only no surgical, and there is no possibility of burning in the tripolar technology because of the interchanging of the polarity. And this is patent technology. It's nobody can copy it. And then we have this is for a collagen stimulation.
So, and you are the exclusive provider for this in the UAE.
Of course.
Amazing. All right. So you've mentioned to me something about the multi-use of this technology, right? So speaking of the facial, there are different outcomes people look for, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to facial treatment, and this machine is capable of delivering these outcomes, all of them, right?
Yes, it's do the treatment from collagen stimulation to oxygenation blood into the skin and infusion and the microdermabrasion in 2 steps or 3 steps.
Okay.
So it treats everything which is needed, real needed for the oxygenation of the skin or the facial of the skin. So this is a concept. It's not only a treatment. It's like a concept of how to make the proper treatments to the skin.
Amazing. All right. So at the bottom line, all right, again, I'm not an insider in this thing, but what I understand here is very simple. If I use facial and body treatment as main product in my medical center, aesthetic medical center, then I will make more money. That's the bottom line, right? This what this whole thing is about, right? Forget about these tech things, unless you are a tech guy, a tech person, and you understand most of this. But the bottom line, business-wise, if you focus on featuring facial and body treatments in your center, you will end up making more customers and keeping them happier and standing different in your marketplace. And this is the secret, right?
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Ahmed, for this. There's one more thing to add here, which is, let's talk about it quickly, very shortly, about the guide or the free thing that you are providing your
Yeah, actually,
your partners will
we
help
are
them.
providing the customers with free demonstrations about the machine, and they can see the result along with a lot of studies which proving that this technology it works and it's original, and it has a lot of publishing papers based on that. So
Yeah, worldwide. You're talking.
worldwide,
Right, okay.
yes.
So you're inviting the viewers to take a free
To
demo
take a
here,
free demo,
right? That's wonderful,
demonstration
right?
in order to see the real performance of the machine.
Amazing, and I believe this is as well not just gonna be a technical demo. This is gonna be as well a business demo. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so these guys at OGM here, they will send two people to you. One is a technician, right,
Yeah.
to show you how to use the machine, or let's say use the machine in front of you and show you the results, which is astonishing. I've seen it myself. And the second one is, or the second person who's going to be in this demo is a business-oriented kind of demo. They will show you the numbers, the stats, and they will show you the potential of how this can turn business perspective for your business, right?
Exactly.
Amazing. All right. So to get this free demo, all you need to do is very simple. Just click the button below this video, fill in a simple and short form, and you will receive a notification, and someone from OGM team will be in touch with you to schedule your demo. Thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you again, Ahmed, for being
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thanks for.
Thank you. Good luck.